Yeah, it's an Orc Mirror again.
All right.
But it's cool. It's gonna be cool because Fly is opening up with the Shadow Hunter first, going for the Lightning Shield creep already at the lab. And yeah, that's of course fast. Infi on the other side, Farseer. This is the most unusual Orc Mirror you will see in 2019. I guarantee you that.
Wasn't Infi playing this Blade Master triple hero tier 3 stuff?
Yes, against Lin.
What the hell is happening here?
Yeah. Remo catching up now, I guess.
Okay, cool. Shadow versus Farseer. You know what?
Yep.
I'm into it. I'm into it. I have no idea what's going to be happening here, but it's going to be good.
We'll definitely see what's happening. It's time for the Woofies. They put on a good amount of pressure already on this Shadow Hunter. And he has to use the heal wave first. That is not how he wants to use it. Nice by Infi to pressure this Shadow Hunter right before he hits level 2. Good timing here. So he doesn't even have Hex. He doesn't even have Serpent Wards. He's stuck with the heal wave, forced into heal wave.
And you know, that's normally I like Orc Mirror Neo. I actually find it the best of all mirrors. But you know what's the one concern with Orc Mirror? That's normally the concern?
It's always the same.
A severe lack of woofies. But here, woofies represent, and chat is being just as appreciative of that as I am, which I am very fond of seeing. Level 1 Farseer, always a good hero for pressuring early, but the Shadow still got decent experience. Farseer is certainly quite far behind. The next important thing to look at is the tech, and that is a little bit faster for Infi, but not that much. So, what's the second hero choice is going to be here for these two?
I think a Blade Master for Fly to just have more damage. For Infi, it could pretty much be everything. It could be a Blade for damage, but that would be a super weird combo, but we never know. Shadow Hunter would be nice as well for the heal wave.
Oh.
In the
Could you play Serpent Wards in Orc Mirror?
But against Raiders? I don't know.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shadowhunter normally is a hero who severely lacks damage, so you need another hero to add in a lot more damage. But if you play Serpent Wards and the Serpent Wards work in the matchup, suddenly he becomes a damage dealer. Really cool how the hero can fulfill different roles. And he's still holding on to the creep skill point. Goes for the Hex. And, of course, utility early on tier 2. And even before that, with Hex, before the spell is available, is just outstanding. It's really hard to skip that skill point. But sometimes it's worth it, as we, of course, see against Night Elf all the time.
You were asking about second heroes, Remo. We have a Shadow Hunter for Infi and Fly. He was waiting for the gold.
Oh.
Whoa, Dreadlord. Dreadlord. Pitlord.
Shadow Pitlord, the new combo, and Firelord.
Firelord.
Okay, Peon, Firelord, Tower Rush. Okay, this is like a super old school strat. This is like, what is that? Like Reign of Chaos days, maybe?
Yeah. Well, Reign of Chaos had no Tavern hero, but almost this around. Does he have another Hex? Yes, he does. What's he going for?
Dude, that surround would have been so good. Would have prevented the second lava spawn, and yeah, of course. And there were no taverns in Reign of Chaos. There you can see how late I joined into the party. I think I saw the first Warcraft games in 2007 or something.
But Frozen Throne was only a year later than Reign of Chaos, so it's not that big of an issue.
Alright, who is like super... has the galaxy remembering brain? Wow, nice surround right there. And remembers when the Firelord was added. I know that it was the last hero added to the tavern. But when was it? Does anybody remember? That would be pretty insane.
Wouldn't even know the patch.
Towers are coming up, by the way. It looks like Fly didn't actually see the peons walking by. It was nighttime, but he certainly sees the towers now.
And the shop is out of his base. He used it to creep the laboratory, so it's gonna be tough for him to fight in his base and reach the shop at the same time. And Infi finding a great timing, surprising his opponent. And man, if only he had Serpent Wards now.
Yeah, true. That would be a big help. You can still find the cancel on some of these towers at the very least, but of course while you're attacking buildings, you're taking a lot of damage on your grunts and the rest of the army in the meantime. And everything is starting to drop low already. This level 1 Pitlord, not looking too powerful just yet. That hero with good items and high levels is a super big threat, but on level 1 with Cleave, and as he dies, he becomes even less useful. Chain Lightning secures the kill, and Infi has bought time for at least the first tower, and more might be coming up.
Yeah, there's no chance for a Demolisher yet, as there's no War Mill. He builds it now, but Infi with the double summons just tears it down. And the Shadowhunter, what can he do? He doesn't have a clarity anymore. He's at 200, okay. Mana, I mean. Spirit Link reapplied, but the Woofies are really annoying. The Grunts already all on orange and red. Of course, that's the downside if you use Spirit Link for a long time. He does have some time to use more clarities, but cancelled immediately. Towers, more and more coming up, even burrows. And the Grunts take care of the shop, and bye-bye.
There's not too many towers in range of the stronghold though, but here comes the first Demolisher. Classic Infi. This is what this strat, tower push tier 2 strat, is what he played for years against ORC. However, with human. Nowadays with human that's not so fashionable anymore. So he's doing it with ORC in the mirror, I guess. And you know, Fly has been playing this game for a long time, and at least in the past used to be laddering a lot. But here it seems like he's not quite so ready for this push. But then again, he's playing Shadowhunter Pitlord, which is like definitely not the best answer to this. He was trying to have some fun with his heroes as well. Yeah. But Infi says no to fun. No fun for you.
Well, I guess he's having a lot of fun. I mean, both players are already qualified for WGL. It's all about the monies.
You know what Starship recently said about Infi, which I thought was pretty on point? Nope. Infi is the only professional gamer lamer in the scene.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this sound derogatory. But yeah, he is known for these tower pushes, even if not so much anymore. And for his tanks and mass Wind Riders. I mean, we saw that recently against Happy, where he was able, in a serious match, to defeat Happy with his off-race Orc, with run-bys and lame over and over. And here with a tower push.
I think it's very smart as well, because if you hide your strategies and timings, it makes you a lot more unpredictable. So you never know what Infi you're gonna get. Yeah. Even in some, let's say, tier 2 tournaments, you never know if he thinks that the $4,000 are worth it or not. Or if he, I don't know, feels like it.
I mean, I guess the race tells it a little bit, though. Like, if you see him playing Orc, you're like, okay, he's either gonna mass Wind Rider Raider lane me, or he's gonna be doing something like this in the Orc mirror. Of course, against other races, tower push, not really. You know what? I did see a few tower pushes from Focus against Night Elf. But, yeah. Well, this 3 Demolisher count now seems to be overwhelming, and Infi looking to claim game number 1 as the stronghold falls. All hope shatters. And there it goes.
There's a little bit of a counterattack by Fly in Infi's base, but TPing home now. He has good heroes. He has a couple of grunts. And of course the Demolishers, who don't do too much here. So the base doesn't fall. I don't think it's the necessary amount of raiders. He will... Yeah, he has pillage. So he's getting some resources at the moment. This must be over still, right?
And normally when only one player has income, that should be the end. Oh, Firelord in a bit of trouble. Now. And there's no shop for Infi as well. I'm surprised there's so few peons in the burrows, actually. Like, Infi could put them all in the burrows and just has to survive here. Really good demo positioning, by the way. Never overexposing them. He might be losing the one over here, but he's returning a lot of damage onto Fly's side. Pitlord is dying again. Oh, almost.
Yeah, how would this game look with Rain of Fire? Would have had, like...
Oh.
Against towers, against demolishers, it would have been...
Yeah, that would have been much better, definitely.
Way bigger pick than Cleave.
Yeah. And we have seen Rain of Fire find a little bit of a way back into the meta. Yeah. With Happy playing it against Human recently as a third hero.
I still think it needs a rework somehow. It's just a weaker Blizzard.
Yeah. I mean, it has a slightly different mechanic with lighting bio units on fire and stuff. But it's basically just a blizzard. It's an AoE from the sky that's channeling, that has a certain number of waves which deal damage. It's basically a blizzard. Like, it's kind of lazy design, to be honest.
But therefore the ultimate is pretty amazing, so they made up for that somehow. Thank you, Elagatua, for the 36-month resub. And Remo!
Oh!
I gotta tell you what.
Tell me what.
1-0 versus Elegant is 1-1.
Ah, dude! My boy Elegant! If he makes it out of this group, that's so insane.
If Fly turns this around, it's gonna be insane. But the Shadowhunter uses his last bit of mana for a while. Oh, he has one more. Infi with the... Oh, it's getting his Farseer surrounded for a little bit.
Forces are under attack.
Still staying in this. He can't do anything against the Walkers as there's no magic damage. Gets the surround on the Fire Lord. Can he kill him now, finally? Howl of Terror. He doesn't take that much damage. Swoosh. Fly gets the kill.
Alright, that's, you know, a bit of a moral victory towards the end. Solo experience for the Farseer as well. Wow, only now level 3, actually.
Yeah.
So many grunts.
And they're all pretty hurt as well.
Tier 3 by Infi.
Forces are under
Yeah, boy.
And one Demolisher is taking care
Yeah.
of the base.
I think he wants to put up a tiny Great Hall there. Oh, Shadow. Dangerously low. Yeah, he's gonna be dying here. No heal wave anymore. First hero's dead. But level 2 cleave now. Okay, this is a lot. This is a ton of damage. This is a ton of damage.
Good items as well with his plus 11. Dude, this could be... This is so weird. But okay, Fly gives it up.
Yeah, in the end, of course, without income or prospect of income again, this game is unwinnable. Alright, a bit of an unusual, slightly clowny Orc mirror.
It was a fun start into the stream. I
Question
guess.
is, was Infi Orc or was he actually random?
Random, yeah, that could be right. We haven't seen it since we didn't take a look at the loading screen, or we are not in the game. But if he has a different race now, we'll see. I got some new results from the other games.
Yes.
Lin versus Czech, 1-0. TH versus Soin, 1-0. Joshishi versus Focus, 0-1. That's it for now.
What, was there any surprises there?
No.
Focus leading, Lin leading. What was the 1-1? Chimiko Colorful?
1-0 versus Elegant.
Ah. Did you say Chimiko Colorful?
Nope.
Because they started pretty early. I thought perhaps the game would be over there as well.
Maybe they go tanks.
Oh,
takes
yes. We have
forever.
seen the return of the tanks. You know what? I thought about this for some random reason. I remembered this morning about the tanks. And we kept on harping, oh, why aren't you making Mountain Giants remind? Blah, 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 blah. Mountain Giants. Is one Mountain Giant better against tanks than 2 bears? Is what I thought. Because Mountain Giants have siege damage, of course, with his sticks. And that's 150% damage. But normal damage doesn't get reduced by that much. It's only, what is it, 70%, I believe?
And they have Roar.
And they have Roar, if they have the mana. Like, it might be a lot closer than I initially thought. And of course, 2 bears take up 8 supply, 1 MG. Big boy, 7 supply. Costs a little bit less than 2 bears, of course. Well, costs a lot less, to be fair. 350 versus, what is it? 510.
We should test that.
But the nice thing about the MG is also he has, like, a bigger range. So when the tanks are driving away, boop, boop, he can smack them. But mud golems, guys, please. Mud golems, good idea.
Yeah. So game 2 has started. We're gonna be live in 1 minute. How disappointed were you when you read the news about Hack today?
I was pretty disappointed.
Can you walk us through your feelings?
It's like it wasn't devastating or anything. It was. I first want to know the facts. Like, what did he actually do? Because there's a big separation. Like, win trading, I think is a lot worse than account sharing, but that's of course just my personal opinion. If he was paying other players to give him the win, that's pretty messed up.
Yep.
In that case, it would be pretty bad. But it wasn't map hacking, I'm pretty sure, which would also be disastrous, or match fixing. Match fixing is a little bit worse than ladder fixing because you're trying to exploit betting sites and stuff, which is another, you know, crime. Yeah, so I first want to know the facts, like what did he actually do? But obviously it's not great, whatever it was.
Indeed. Okay. It's good that you're still in good spirits. And maybe he's gonna start a big comeback like Romantic did this year. Game 2 is up, Echo Isles. And Infi is either randoming Orc twice or picked Orc. We will never know. But what we know is that we have another Orc mirror. Will we see these fancy heroes again? Infi, Farseer.
Nice.
This time there's a blade. Infi, a big fan of the Woofies. Maybe we should print our Woofy emote on a shirt and give it to him. I don't know if we can print XXXXS.
Dude, that would be cute, actually. Guys, how do you feel about Woofy shirts? Would that be a good idea? What do you think?
Ooh. I think we have to tilt it a little. So...
Yeah, we would definitely have to put 2 Woofies on there as well. And a Farseer in the middle, maybe.
I don't know if we can, like, use the Farseer for shirts.
Yeah, we put a hat on him or something.
Thank you, Dawn of War 90, for the 10-month resub. Much love.
Alright, so Echo Isles, here we go. Blade Master hometown, of course. And again, the Woofies and the fast tech, 1 burrow, no shop from Infi. He made the tower push work. Can that work against the Blade Master here on map 2 as well? Or is it going to be a completely different strategy? Could it be 2-base tier 3 stuff? That would be amazing. That's what I would love to see. It's kind of what I always want to see, actually. Yeah, Fruwall, thank you for the 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything is Warcraft 3. Yeah, I
Nice
think...
tips with the 42-month resub.
Oh, damn, I didn't even realize. Neo,
That's-
smart.
I know. I'm not too high on the meme games, but I got my, what's it called? Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy references down.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That movie I find so weird that it is rated so low. Like, that was such a fun movie. And I know, Neo, the book was much better, though. The book was so much better. I know, Neo.
I like the movie as well.
Oh.
It's just the abbreviated version, I think. Which is oftentimes the case if you make a movie out of a book.
True. Imagine if the Lord of the Rings movies was actually the whole book. 7-hour movies, boys. Let's go. Double claws on the blade. That's a nice start. Found one, bought one.
Woofy damage is not enough to kill a burrow, interestingly. Like, one Woofy. Oh, Windwalk. He has another one soon. And put some hits in. He can't go for the shop. It's too far away. But the speed scroll is running out. Farseer, what do? You see your future. What does it hold for you?
The spirits guide me. No, wait. What does he say again? I don't think the Windwalk is fast enough, right?
Yeah, he
he
can get
needs to-
one hit.
he
He
needs
can't
to-
get in front.
He needs to manually click in front. I think he's like... He was just right-clicked on the Farseer, and then you definitely can't make it work. But yeah, he needs 2 hits. Oh! Stops for the Woofies!
Uh-oh. I still can't get in front.
That was really close.
Oh!
He gets him. Double claws, boys. Oh yeah, that's what made this possible.
By the way... Oh, wait. No, all good. Sorry. I'm not too sure, but no, everything's right. Why is chat saying that the UI is fucked up? It's not. Liars! Confused me. So now he's going for the Farseer again. And doesn't have levels on... for the Firelord again. He doesn't have levels for the Farseer. This is not gonna be easy for Infi.
Yeah, pretty bold though. By Fly to go for the Merc Camp creep. That takes a while. It slows down some of your units. But having the Mercs, of course, against the tower push is really good. Delaying the second hero, however, Shadow Hunter. gonna be a little bit later. Does he still have heal cells is the question. Oh yeah, 5 heal cells still on the Blade Master. That's good. And a pendant. This game is looking much better than the first one for this defense.
Passier is coming back. He does a little bit of damage, so no tier 2 buildings yet for Fly. But great heroes as the Shadowhunter pops out soon as well. No peons. He doesn't even have a Womble yet, so this tower push is not happening at all. Blade Master gets an... Oh, no. Speed scroll save. Sweet.
But there's no
Player's
peons.
forces are under
Nope.
attack.
Bestiary instead.
The town
Alright, so what is this Fire Lord accomplishing? Normally he
Yeah.
gives you really heavy tier 2 presence to either buy time for the towers, or the towers buy time for the lava spawn to do all the damage.
Also, in this game, Fly has access to the Merc camp.
Yeah.
So he can go for an early dispel.
And if
I don't
Fly-
know, dude.
And if Fly ever gets up like 3 walkers, like... what's Infi supposed to do?
Chain Lightning Soulburn is the answer.
Soulburn, dude. What a good spell.
You want to make fun of my Soulburn again?
You know what I find cool? Give Soulburn also like mischance and slow. Give it like all the debuffs. And it's still gonna be shit.
It all sucks. I know what doesn't suck, and that's result from other games. Colorful leads 1-0 against Chimiko. Focus won his series against GG 2-0. Lin defeated Check 2-0, and TH defeated So in 2-0. So pretty clean results in the other groups.
Wasn't Colorful? Wait. No, he wasn't playing against Moon. That was someone else. But Colorful leading against Chimiko, I think that's already pretty good. I would... He's on the Warden train nowadays, maybe, right? Maybe, maybe it was the Warden.
So Infi got a lot of time with this tier 2 push. Has the Beastery up, goes for the Warmel already. Fly only now with the Beastery, needs to research and snare. Hero levels are, of course, heavily in favor, also the equipment of the heroes. But Infi is just relentlessly pushing again. Like, okay, that was a little break. I want to fight again. I'm in good spirit here today.
Yeah, looting the shop here would be really painful. But the Raider by himself can't quite do it. Still no tier 2 buildings coming up at all. Lumber is so damn low for Fly. Is Infi really gonna win this?
They would be bonkers against the damage of the blade.
Good Raider control. The Blade Master's uptime isn't really too high. He's being forced to run all over the place. And now Ensnare advantage. Oh my god! He could surround him right here! He gets the surround! Another Ensnare. Not ready yet, though.
Also no Chain Lightning ready. Needs a couple more experience. So now we have peons.
And
But also,
towers.
yeah, but again, no Warmel by Fly. He thought, okay, I defended your push once. You will not come again. There's no way you come again and try this once more, right? He was wrong.
Fly could go for a totem right now. Would that be too late? Or would that still be good? Walkers are of course great, but they take a while to really come online. Blade Master
it is-
at the Merc camp. Okay, he's going for Mercs instead.
Yeah, I think you have to go for heavy mercs. It takes too long with this adept upgrade, but these end snares, man. They gave him so much.
Yeah. The Ensnares and the summons.
Yeah.
I
Level 2.
totally thought this was over.
Yeah, me too. We've lost a lot of money if you ask me 5 minutes in who wins this game.
Incinerate! Look
Yeah.
at the damage, boys. Oh yeah. Every hit stacks.
Oh yeah, so imbalanced. Oh,
Wait, is he dead now? Peon surround. Peon Raider surround. He's actually dead. He's actually dead. Actually 2-0ing Fly in an Orc Mirror.
that's so sick.
And game
We
2,
saw-
Fly played seriously for the most
Yeah,
part.
yeah. And had nice items. He had the best items possible. Double Claw and Pendant of Energy. It's not getting better.
I got a feeling this is going to be taking over Nettie's ladder for a couple of days, this Orc Mirror nonsense. Oh, Blade is level 3. This is taking a long time to come back from the altar.
Not
It
happening.
doesn't look like he's coming back from the altar. Nope. How crazy.
Not even the mercs could help.
Dude, Infi's so smart. He's like, yeah, I know the first 3 attacks didn't work, but I still have a good timing here. I just need to do this and that and this and that and ensnare and snare. Woofies, woofies.
Actually, I love to see Incinerate if units die while under the effect of Incinerate. It looks so cool. If only it was a little stronger. Or just entirely different.
Yeah, I think Incinerate was one of the victims of Blizzard totally overestimating splash damage. Like Orb of Fire, like Old Cleave.
Yeah. Oh, the block. The block of Infi. So good. He's trying to get the Blade Master back, right? But his second hero is falling in the meantime. This game. Boom, the Shadowhunter explodes!
What the hell happened?
Crazy Infi. Just crazy. This dude. How can you be so good and find and know so many good timings?
With the off race. Yeah.
With off races, yes.
That was pretty sick, dude. Like, we've always known Infi plays a lot of different races and fools around a little bit in open qualifiers. But, again, as we mentioned earlier, the game against Happy, he played actually Orc against Happy and got the win there in a big serious match. Is he gonna perhaps start playing Orc against Orc? Probably not. But, perhaps a slight thing to consider.
Yeah. He's so different than all the other orcs. It doesn't really matter against who he plays.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Power push.
Yeah. If you're playing against Infi's Orc, you're not really playing against Orc. You're playing against Infi.
Yeah, you're playing like a slight human touch to the Orc. It's so cool to see.
A lame touch. A lame touch to Orc, yeah.
Well, the tier 3 games against Lin weren't really lame.
Yeah, okay. They were the exception. But what we saw here was pretty lame, and what we saw against Happy was very, very lame. But yeah, he's also capable of playing. And that's cool. Like having a player like Infi who can think outside the box and plays his own style and can make that viable even on the highest level. That is.
He's gonna be like, if with Reforged the patches come in a little like more often in higher frequencies, Infi will benefit so much from it.